Welcome back, everyone, to Fine Music. Today, we are in episode 622. Who better to lead it off than our leadoff man, Fred Whitlock?
Well, I've been into a whole week of blues, and one brand new release is called Blues Summit by Devon Allman of the Allman Betts Band and also Greg Allman's son. He, besides his work with Allman Betts Band, he's got 6 solo albums out, and this one is just grand because he's got a slew of guest stars on it, uh, blues guys, and the Memphis Horns are on a few cuts, and he's got a great cracker band backing him up, and he plays great guitar. It starts off with Runners in the Night, a blues soul rock number, and it's got Larry McCRAY on it and playing guitar and singing with him. He gives plenty of room to his guest stars. Jimmy Hall sings a duet with him and a lead on a few cuts. And there's a woman I just discovered, Sierra Green. She does a vocal on a ballad, which is grand, and it made me go look for to see what else she had, which I'll get into in a minute. This is a great funk blues groove on this whole album. Jimmy Hall takes off on a gospel kind of blues tune called "Peace in the World," and there's some instrumentals on here. There's a kind of a New Orleans jam on one, and they do Wang Tang Doodle, a Howling Wolf song that was done by Coco Taylor and quite a few other blues artists. They really add some energy to the song. But there's a 7-minute version of Hendrix' Little Wing, which is a nod to the version of Derek and the Dominoes, but they pull up the intensity on this. And this album definitely shows you why that Allman is in the one of the leaders in this classic contemporary blues scene. It's shimmering and great blues rock album, Devon Allman. So Larry McCray shows up on a few tunes on that Allman album. So he's got a brand new album that came out in June of 25, and it's called Heartbreak City. He's been around a long time and then disappeared, and in 2022, he made a big comeback and hit the charts and the blues charts with a big selling album. Now he's back 3 years later with Heartbreak City. Uh, like I said, he's been around since 91, and this album has some searing tracks on it, 10 great songs. Starts out with Now We Try to Be a Boss Man, Good Man, and it's funky, it's full of rhythm, horns, his great guitar playing, extraordinary gutsy guitar playing on this album, and he really shines. The album sizzles, got some soul sound to it, some swamp, some Stax 60s sound to a couple of cuts, and he really takes off on this album. So then the other singer that was on the Devon Allman album is Sierra Green, and she was so good on the cut ballad that I had to look her up and find out what she did. She's got one album out, her debut album. She's got a group, it's Sierra Green and the Giants from New Orleans. This album came out last year in June, and it's a funk soul album that just grows on you. It's got a great sound. She's got a terrific voice. And she does a number of covers on this album. Etta James, Come to Mama, uh, James Brown, It's a Man's World. And but her vocals are so powerful and compelling. She brings new energy to these songs. And the band just backs her up so well. If you like Sharon Jones and the Dap Kings, you'll like Sierra Green and the Giants. She sings with complete confidence and has a powerful, passionate, captivating voice that brings new energy to soul music. Then an old timer has been around since the 60s, Taj Mahal. He's teamed up a few number of years ago with Kep Mo, and now they together again to come out with a new album, Room on the Porch. This is kind of a country blues album. Great music on this, and the title tune features a vocal Ruby Amphel. She shares the vocals with the both of them, and it's just an inviting, gentle folk blues album that rolls out. And the title tune, like I said, is very inviting, and so you get pulled into the album. There's always room on the porch for everyone, is a refrain on that song, and that's the music is universal. There's a jazz version of the old classic, Nobody Knows You When You're Down and Out. They kind of bring a gospel chorus on that tune to liven it up and add some new energy to it. This is, there's some calypso infused type songs on here, and the rest of it is just laid back folk country blues. It's wonderful duets on this album, and it's definitely a showcase for both of these singers. And then another old timer, somebody I've been listening to since 1966, Charlie Musselwhite. In 66, Vanguard Records put out his first album, Charlie Musselwhite and the Southside Blues Band, which featured Barry Goldberg and Harvey Mandel in that band. His harmonica playing, he's 81 years old, and his harmonica playing is still great and powerful. And the blues shuffle in its sound starts off the album and the title tune. There's 11 tracks on this album. And this is one of the recordings that he records with his touring band. His whole band is backing him up that he goes on tour with. It's recorded down in Clarksdale, Mississippi, typical blues area that he's living in now. There's some great cooking tunes like Storm Warning, and he does a duet on one cut, and it's ready for things to get better. And his voice is strong as ever. His harmonica playing is just as great as ever. And he's got a instrumental blues lounge, which is a great lounge tune. You could almost feel yourself in a blues club, kicking back and listening to this song. He, like I said, he's dynamic as ever with his playing. Great licks on this. He's got a great band. The guitarist backs him up really well. There's some great blues piano on this. And it's an album that doesn't let you down. He's been around a long time and he's got the guts to keep going. Then there's another new blues album, Selwyn Birchman. He's got a number of albums out in the contemporary blues scene, but he's got his new album's called Old School. And what he does is play the blues like old school 60s Chicago blues. Uh, he doesn't show off, but he plays some fiery blues guitar licks on here. And he's got a great band. And he plays, like I said, in a classic blues style. And the title tune just comes off gently rocking. And he trusts his songwriting material that will carry him through the whole album. And great playing and great singing, great songwriting in an old school style of blues. Old school.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a verification on that last name for Selwyn. Is it Selwyn
Is it
Birchwood
Birchman?
or Birchwood? I'm getting Birchwood.
Birchwood. Oh, hold it. Let me look. Oh, shoot. It
Yeah.
could be Birchwood.
No, maybe it's not him. This guy's, well, it could be. He's 40, 40 years old.
Beats me.
American guitarist. Blues Foundations. He
Yeah,
won the
that's
Blues
right.
Foundations
That's him.
2013. Okay, Birchwood it is. All right. Thank you very much, Fred.